The three things I'm looking for when I'm picking my team are clean kicks, quick hits, and players that are with the shits. Okay?
Yes! Let's go, baby! When you play against like lesser competition, you want to dominate and show you I'm your daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when Jonathan
my daddy
last night had his girl over and he's like, look, you want to dominate the competition. It's like, hey, I'm your daddy. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the 12:30 kick. We are already in session, 4th minute of the Man United and Brentford game. Christian, welcome back. Jonathan, welcome back. How are you fellas doing today? Or how are we still doing? We still good? Energy good?
I'm not good. You know why I'm not good? Because you said the 4th minute, and I'm only on 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm just kind of upset that you're already on the 4th
I mean, it's the 4th minute.
After 3 minutes, it enters the 4th minute.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, come on, try me be proper. I'm not trying to be a proper. I'm trying to be a proper.
Ronaldo with the Ronaldo, man. That's beautiful.
Okay, let's talk about these kits, shall we? Welcome, guys. First and foremost, welcome to Hate to Pylon, our second broadcast of the day. We had to take a little break, get some food in us. We do it for the Pylon. If you like hanging out with us, if you think we're cool, why don't you come hang out with us every week? Subscribe here on Twitch and YouTube. It would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to grow our YouTube fan base. The 1,000 mark, baby. We want 1,000 across the board on Twitch and YouTube. That's the goal. Let's help a small company, a small stream grow.
Our kits are tough. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
That is nice. At first in the game one, I was like, "We got red and white stripes. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's not us. That's not what we do."
That's not what you do.
No, that's Brentford.
You guys are trying to steal from what City did last week with the neon kids to try to get some play good, like a good team.
I said, hey, they look good, they play good. Maybe if we look good, we can play good.
So there's a delay between your feed and mine, so muting y'all. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think these kids are pretty clean though. Ronaldo's starting today. That was the big storyline because Ronaldo came off the bench substitution in the first game. So hopefully that can bring some juice for United today. Yeah, man.
Sorry, boys. I'm at work, so y'all hear people. If y'all hear the radio going off, I am at work.
Oh.
Are y'all
Looks
watching
like
this, man? I hate when y'all do.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the work Wi-Fi.
But anyways, I just wanted to show off some food that we got here. I got me some
oxtail quesadillas.
Oxtail quesadillas for What the Fries, delicious. What the Fries, never miss. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here's my first bite.
Did you heat this shit up?
Yeah. Muy bien.
Man. When I come back in town, we gotta go back to that. I want the wings. I want them wings.
Well, you want to go back to Roppongi?
Yeah.
With the wings.
Roppongi is his vice.
Straight bars. We dropped in bars in the.
Roppongi. I need the empanada, please.
Empanadas. We need it.
Tell you, once you move up here, all of this can be yours
and more.
Yeah, they want me to move up there with no job.
Bro, start looking for a job.
Yeah. I don't know what you want to do.
Y'all, let me tell y'all. CJ was talking a great game till this man said freelance. And I was like, yeah, time to get out of there.
Listen, I know I can help you with getting an opportunity for sure because I have a lot of connections. But I also wanted to be upfront with you and hey, this is also tough because it is freelance. It's not with a production company that's long term. I can also help you get some acting work too, if that's what you want.
Let's start with a job first, you know what I'm saying?
Size advantage by Brentford, obviously a threat. That's true. God damn, this is delicious.
I'm at 7 minutes and 35 seconds.
You're 8 seconds behind us.
Yeah, you guys are on TV now. Woo, look at Ronaldo.
I want a beer. In that number. Oh, when the Saints go.
Saints. Wow.
Oh, when the Spurs come marching in. Oh, when the Spurs come marching in. And tomorrow we'll be back on stream. Chelsea versus Tottenham, 12:30. Big day
I
tomorrow.
got some water, man. I got something with some water.
If you're new here, drop your EPL team in the chat.
If you're new here and you donate $10, you get a free date with Jonathan.
You're a menace for that.
Free date, all exclusive to McDonald's.
$10 will get you a free date with Jonathan. He'll show you around. Uh-oh.
Facts.
Brentford with
And
the
if
run.
you-
Go!
I'm not in there.
Brentford
I'm
takes
not
the
in
goal early on. I'm sorry to ruin it for you, Christian.
It's fine. I'm in the kitchen getting some water. Also, if you donate $100, you get a T-shirt and you get to be on the podcast. Up to you guys, whatever you want.
Come hang with the Chunky Boys. And Chunky Boys! I thought he saved that. I thought he saved the goal, but it just rolled past the goalkeeper's hands. Ooh.
Thank God.
How did he literally, what is that famous Mets?
Bill Buckner?
Bill Buckner. He Bucknered that.
Sorry to trick y'all. Y'all thought this was a watch along. It's clearly a mukbang. CJ got his oxtail empanada. I got me a little salad.
Why did they just change it in the?
You said you got you some white bitches? Yeah, we know that.
I don't discriminate.
Josh De Silva with the goal. Ooh!
It's okay. We're about to score right now. It's okay. We're about to score right now. I see them making a move down the field. Nice ball. One more. Shot above over the goal. That we're not going to miss.
Good play-by-play for the replay. Josh Silver with the number 10 jersey. That man serious. That boy nice.
De Silva's second goal on the season. One last week, one today.
So it starts.
Ronaldo's hurt. Ronaldo done got kneed in the calf muscle. Go, Fred. There we go.
Damn, this shit is busting, my guy. Oxtail empanadas from What the Fries. If you're in the Charlotte area, What the Fries. Delicious. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. If you like what you see, what you're hanging out with us, be sure to subscribe here at Twitch and YouTube. Follow us. We greatly appreciate it. We got Eric in the chat. Drop your favorite team if you're new here in the chat. Let us know. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Tragic handling by DG. De Gea. What's Coach trying to save with hands instead of using his body? But fair.
David De Gea.
Hey.
Eric, did I say that right?
He must be De Gea because after that save attempt, he's clearly not that Gaia.
He is not him.
You are not him.
You know, just a little something light.
Ooh. That's why he's the GOAT.
Him, her, bodies.
We got about 12 of them. They all wanted to wait for you after the empty boat. Yeah, roger that. They just wanted to wait for me. That's fine.
So
I told him it was you and
that's
Carol.
not, I guess he just blew the save. That wouldn't be considered a.
Yeah, I got that. All right, thanks, man. Yep, standing by 13161.
No, he just missed it.
Yeah, straight through his hands.
See the boys. See the boys.
The Bees, Brentford Bees, Brentford Bee balling. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Yeah, as long as it's good guys, so that's
Woo.
what do it tomorrow.
Like their kits are ugly, but I kind of dig them a little bit. Okay, Josh got the ball again with the cross into the outside. Denied.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some here this afternoon. I think maybe like.
Oh wow, he just crossed the fuck out of his.
Still got possession back.
Let's go, United.
Oh,
Let's go.
oh.
Let's go, United. Let's go.
But he's like when dudes be just like firing from deep like this, it gets me excited because it's like, oh, they about to rocket power. You know what I mean? Ooh, oh.
Bro, Fred be getting his ankle snatched.
Bro, you know who be bro? You know what's a throwback? I think we talked about this like a couple weeks ago. Freddie Adu, U.S. soccer legend.
Bust. Bust.
Remember, they was
You saw him on those
always
Nickelodeon. You saw him on those Nickelodeon things when they used to have those little like games and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When they be like, oh wow, what is those? What were those games called? And it was like kind of like futuristic. You win prizes like and stuff. Oh man, they used to debut him on stuff like that.
True.
It's trash.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you for hanging out with us today, watching some Premier League soccer. We got Man United versus Brentford. Brentford up 1-0.
We got watch along / mukbang /
Oh!
Okay,
Oh, is that a penalty?
I gotta stop. We gotta stop because this.
Oh, he got the yellow! The yellow!
Don't worry, guys. I'll wait
Join
for it.
us.
I'll
I'm
wait.
CJ.
I'll
This
wait.
is Jonathan over here eating a big bowl of it's like a salad. Salad.
I
We
got
Christian.
salad.
Christian down here enjoying our Premier League. We're very new soccer fans here. If you guys dig us and having a good time, make sure to follow us, subscribe here. Also, drop your favorite teams in the chat. Get involved with us. We respond. We're very active to the chat. Let us know what you guys thinking. Talk shit. Let us know what's going on. Are you watching the Man United game? We're in the 17th minute. Looks like Brentford's getting a. Is this a penalty kick? Because he's inside the box.
Free kick.
But they got.
Free kick.
It's a free kick this close.
Yeah, inside the box is actually inside. They're like on the arc of the box. You gotta be
Still
like actually
down?
inside. I don't know what's going on because you guys are just.
I'm
laying
sorry.
down. What are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw somebody in Charlotte FC do this, but like I don't know what the benefit of this is.
Eric, let Eric.
Because they're going to jump.
He muted
For
us.
why? For what?
I think.
So we're ahead of them.
Ooh!
I think that somebody lay down so they can all jump.
Possibly like jump
and
on
they
top
still
of him.
No, so they still got somebody.
Oh,
jumping
when they
around.
jump,
So you
it
can't
goes
kick them
under.
under their
It goes
feet.
under.
I see what you're saying.
That was their best solution. That's what they did.
Damn.
If you were going to be the guy laying down, though, would you want to face the ball or the goal?
Probably the. Oh! Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit! Brentford! Brentford! Brentford with the goal! Man United is shooketh! They're shooketh! Live look right now onto a Man United fan, Christian Lawyer.
Well, I gotta wait for it to happen because you over here just.
Damn, that boy's sad! You so far behind? What's your time?
I saw it happen. I saw it happen already.
That shit, dude. Poor defense right there by the goalkeeper. They're aggressive. Brentford's coming out playing. They're not taking no for an answer. They're aggressive.
Just like Christian in the club.
You know, Jonathan.
God
You
damn,
know,
taking strays.
it's okay.
I'm just kidding. Christian is a good guy. He always gets
No. Keep that energy. Keep that same energy when it's crunch time, okay? Keep that same energy when it's
Yes,
crunch time.
sir.
He thought he had a plan
Whoa.
until the fist hit him. It's okay. It's all right. We're down 2-0. It's okay. It's all right. Is it too late to change teams?
Hey,
Is it too
there's
late?
always room for you to be a city boy. City boy.
I'm always going to be a city boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they got the ball.
What if Man City like really got shirts like that? City boy, city boy.
That would be tough. Hey, Man City, hit us up for the design, bro. We gotta
we
get some
please-
kind of.
Can we please get like a T-shirt that says "Hate the Pylon" on it, but it's the guy and like you have like his face on
Oh,
it,
but Chunky Boy,
and it says "Chunky Boy, Chunky Boy." That'd be so tough. We had a shirt like that.
I can work on that.
Chunky Boy, Chunky Boy. People probably walking by my office like, "What the fuck is this guy?"
What a start for Brentford, guys. 2-0 in first of the 20. It's still a lot of game to be played. There's still a lot of game to be played, but
Yeah, we're about to score right now.
Only the 20th minute.
ooh,
Was that Ronaldo? Had to be.
yeah.
More like Ronaldo. Woo!
All right, don't disrespect. Don't
Yes, sir.
disrespect.
All right.
I thought that was Eric on TV in it. I
I don't want to say it. But
Now,
yeah, that
whoa,
look
whoa,
like
whoa!
Eric.
That's Eric.
That look
Yeah,
like
what?
Eric. You
Yeah.
see it?
no, I was
Eric, why
looking
you didn't
down.
tell us?
He looked like Eric.
Eric says the tenacity of Brentford is palpable. United not having the spidey sense to stay focused. All right,
Yeah,
shout
go
out to Jeremy. I do not speak Espanol, but let me see if I can get my translator. He said, Marvin, where you at, bro?
All I know is Eric at the game. That's all I know. Eric is at the game. All right. That was wild.
We appreciate you, Jeremy, for hanging out with us. Hey, tell us what part. What is it? Donda está? If that's right, is that right?
Donde está la biblioteca? Me llamo T-Bone. I got right now.
Hey, maneca, biblioteca. Me llamo T-Bone.
I got right now.
Let's see.
Shout out to Miss.
Shout out to Miss
Julia?
Daup. No. It's Locular.
Miss
Jill.
Lockton?
Hey,
Her first name is
Jillian.
Jillian. She's married and has a kid now.
Woo! Boy, that
She's married and
ass
has
is
a
be
kid.
clapping walking past us in them. Let me
There's
chill.
certain lines you cross, bro. There's certain lines you cross, bro.
Hey, I was trying to cross a certain line back there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me chill.
She's married and has a kid now. Ain't that crazy?
She got a kid now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
She want another one? Asking for my friend.
Okay, wait. I think he said
I swear before God, like we're gonna blow up right at the time where like our high
We're
school
saying the
reunion
crazy-
happened. We're gonna blow up, and they're gonna hear this stuff.
Hey, good.
Let's see. I think he said something about United Brentford. What are you giving together versus Brentford? I think that's kind of rough. As they got that right. What are you giving together for Brentford? I don't know. Think that. What does that mean? Oh, are we like? I think maybe he's trying to say, are we rooting for Brentford? Possibly.
No. I'm not.
Or maybe giving for like betting wise, possibly.
Nah. No hablas español. No hablamos.
But you can still stay here and get and talk to us.
Yeah, we can translate.
We're not rooting for Brentford. We're just rooting for a good game, and Brentford happens to be the one scoring. And
Yeah,
we're rooting for goals. Goals are fun.
No,
No
they're rooting
goals,
against me because
not
they
fun.
hate me. They hate me with a passion. So any team that I like, they just go against unless it's comes to, and they just hate me. So they're gonna go against every time my team plays somebody, they go with that team.
for
I'm just
sure.
being real with you. That's what they do. Okay, they're not true friends. They just hate to see. They like to prey on your downfall, but it's okay.
Muchas gracias, Jeremy, for hanging out with us.
So, Christian, we're fake friends for not picking your team. But remind me again why you're a Manchester United fan and not a Chelsea fan? Oh,
It's real quiet around here.
real quiet.
Is it a timeout?
Sorry guys, y'all were like frozen for like the past like 20 seconds just now.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding.
Sure. So you calling us fake friends for rooting against your team?
No,
remind
you guys are
remind
rooting.
us.
No, it's not rooting.
Remind
It's not
us.
rooting. You guys are all in my gorilla about us losing it last week. You're all, oh, you guys scored a goal, but it wasn't even your own people scoring a goal. It had to be with someone else. Brentford is doing this. Oh, crazy. Dang. Can a brother just beat? Can his team just suck in peace?
No, that's how you know we are friends.
Yeah. I mean, can we all agree that Oregon's about to whoop Georgia?
No, we cannot agree.
I would like to see it. I don't know what's going to happen.
Bo Nix
but I would
is
like to see it.
Oh shoot, I forgot Bo Nix is in Oregon.
Bo Nix is here.
Bo Nix thinks.
Bo Nix is garbage. We was giving that man that work when he was in Auburn. What do you think is going to change because he go to Oregon? He run away from his problems.
And y'all run away from dual threat quarterbacks, black quarterbacks.
All right. Okay.
No, we friends, right? We friends,
right.
right? We're friends. The same way Dabo running from the portal. It's okay.
That man think, so if I go through the portal now, is this the portal to hell? Because I don't do with portals and the black magic and the black arts. I don't do with that.
This is witchcraft.
Yeah, I think definitely. Ooh. I think for sure we gotta try to hit. I think for sure I'm gonna go hit a Columbia game, Gamecock game, Clemson game for sure.
We gotta go to Columbia, like seriously, for the Columbia Georgia game and just tailgate, bro. Get the cheapest Airbnb or something. Or hotel. We can't do it.
That's my birthday weekend. I'm definitely down.
Let's do it. I'm with it. I would say y'all come down here, but I know how y'all feel about that. So you know what we're talking about.
What do you mean?
Because you said, why would I pass the game to go watch the game? Why could I just go there and just go to Columbia?
First of all, I do not sound like that.
You're right.
But,
you're like, city boy.
City boy. But yeah, why the fuck would I drive past the stadium so I could be there? Oh, dude, you need to check
with those people? Nothing. That was it. Like, as soon as you left, they talked to me like 2-3 minutes, and it was just like, and you can still hear them, like, not like stuff like that. There were like kids on the boat and stuff too. You can hear the kids running around. So that was it. Can you tell me, or I guess I could look on Fair Harbor, but what time our tour is for today? Because I'm supposed to be on the boat at 1, but they get back at 1:30. So do we have something at 2 since we're supposed to be here at 1? I don't know.
All right,
So like I'm scheduled at 1 o'clock, right? But I think their
let's go
thing is at
Brentford.
1:30 maybe. So do I have another thing going out at 2? Okay, it's going at 2. Okay.
Ooh,
The other field off now.
good shot on goal there. Ooh, with the nutmeg, but he got fouled. Ooh, we got a
Yep.
free kick coming for Brentford.
It's crazy there was no win for the past 2 days. Now it's just
That is crazy.
well, earlier today it was howling out there.
It was
Really
Crazy if there's no wins for Manchester United.
Oh shit. But like no points either. Shush.
Well, hold on.
They did
Do
get
you
a
have a
home
favorite
goal.
soccer team?
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so my friend Jenny, she favorite team is Liverpool.
Jenny's a Liverpool.
I mean, I guess that's what she likes.
Jenny!
I'm on a podcast.
Jenny!
On my sports podcast.
Jenny!
Like live on Twitch.
Jenny.
And, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm about to hop off on here and probably walk down there, dude. All right, boys. I got to head out.
All right, Christian.
Y'all have
We'll
a good
be
one.
here.
Y'all be easy.
We're rooting on for your United.
No, you're not. You're rooting that we get our ass back.
It's good content.
Yeah, it is. I believe it. All right, boys. I'll see you
All
later.
right. Hey, that should be a foul.
Be easy.
Oh, win the Spurs. I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. I'm so excited for Tottenham Chelsea. Big rivalry game. My first rivalry taste. Oh! Oh! Ah! That's 3! That's 3! Brentford's going crazy! Oh my God! It is bedlam here. Is that what they say? It is mad. It's better. Is that even the right word? Oh my gosh, in the 31st minute, 3 goals in the first half against Man United. What is happening?
That's the real reason Christian left. He got ahead of us on the stream.
He's
He
like,
saw the
I saw
goal
what's
coming.
happening.
He said, "Nah, I'm not putting up with them talking about this in front of me."
So we had a beautiful corner kick to the back post, header to
up
set
into the
up
air.
to the other side, to the other post that, oh, with the last second fadeaway header into the corner. That is just beautiful touch right there. Beautiful touch.
That man scored a goal like when I be trying to tell CJ there's a attractive female in the area. Right there.
Ooh, I just cracked the hell out of my neck. Just that's
He
it.
made it look easy.
Bro, the announcers are just hammering in 3-0 Brentford over Man United. Man United is in shambles right now, my God. Bruv! Bruv! It's mad, bruv! This is mad! And Ronaldo in the starting lineup. The look of Ronaldo's face right now is straight disgust. If you're not watching the broadcast, this man is disgusted with this team's performance. But will Ronaldo come out with a vengeance in the second half, creating a performance we've never seen him do before? Or he's getting ready to get the fuck out because he knew what was on tap this
knows
summer.
what time it is.
He wanted to transfer out. He wanted to get the fuck out of Man United. It's not too late. It's not too late. But I think no one wanted him, though.
Probably because he makes so much money.
Yeah. So, okay, this is also a question I had. Is the transfer fee the amount of money that he's making, or just the amount of money it takes to get to get that deal done?
I believe the transfer fee is how much they pay the other club.
Right, and then but he still got to negotiate a contract with him. But it's like no salary cap in soccer, right?
I believe so. I don't know. Eric still got us muted? Eric is the man to ask.
Let's see. Where's Nando's band list?
Manchester United is still looking for their first goal in the 34th minute.
I'll just say it in the group chat. So yeah, all right. So Eric confirmed there's no salary cap in the EPL. So all that transfer money is just to the team. Like, okay, you want him 300 quid, 300 million euros. So that's wild. So, but that's the thing too. It's like, I guess they can. I guess they do have the option to like decline. They can decline whether or not they want to go. Clear out ball from Brentford. Uh-oh. What a ball. Oh, what a cross. Oh. Oh, shit. What? Brentford with another goal in the first half. Oh, my God. And it's not even the 40th minute.
The 35th minute.
Yo, they're scoring a goal like less than 10 minutes. Every goal every 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, Brentford again. Brentford is coming to play today.
Brentford looking like one of CJ's girls. They are busting it wide open right now.
Such a great cross, too. Good ball, clear out ball that was just right ahead of him. He crossed it as soon as he got the first touch. He was able to keep it to himself to get a little space to hit it on the left foot. A left foot in the bottom left corner. This is straight a masterpiece. A straight embarrassment for Man United right now. They need to wake the fuck up right now. This is insane. Bedlam. It is straight bedlam. I don't even know what the fuck that word means. But I feel like that's just what, it calls for. 4 goals, 4 different people. Jensen has the assist on the Josh De Silva goal. Mathis Jensen with the 18th minute. Ben Mee with the 30th minute. And Brian Mabuimo with the 35th. Ivan Toney with 2 assists now on the last 2 goals. Hey, Brentford's third kids are kind of swaggy.
Ooh, Hollywood.
I like that. So, Brentford last week tied with Leicester City 2-2. And this is looking like well, it's still too early, but currently they will have 3 points right now. Brentford's back still in attack, got the possession still again inside the box. They're really dominating and making the most out of their chances where they have possession. They're just playing hard. Man. Ooh. Ooh! Risky ball right there for the goalkeeper out there because that could have easily went over his head and then, man. I need a good reactionary meat gift to post a tweet right there.
Very risky business there by the keeper. And the United player is down, and Ronaldo is helping himself to some water.
A little hydration break.
The last 7 away games, the last 6.5, including this one, they're currently trailing
He need to be thirsty for a win.
1 goals to 2 since last they won an away game. I just tell it as well. You look down.
Bedlam.
Their players getting a drink. It's had hard to sit down talking to his coach. He's not said one word to his players. He's probably said, "Do you know what? I've got nothing to say. I'm going to hear what I've got to say in 7 minutes time."
Time to go. Glazers out. Sign up. Oh, no.
Listen, look, this is a great, brilliant performance early in this game, but you can't get ahead of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You hate to see it.
Manchester United was a joy, a privilege, and indeed their hardcore supporters will cling to that privilege. It remains a great club, a grand club, perhaps still the biggest club.
Marcus Rashford is the player who's
in the
injured.
English Premier League, but right now certainly not the best. A long, long way from that. 10 years this season since they were last champions of the land. They have never felt more distant from those glory days than they do now. And yes, the protests are at the expense of the ownership and the administration and the recruitment.
Ooh.
Oh!
He's at the feet of the players. And here's
Any
the
cross?
United's players scampering and playing schoolboy football, just enjoying the thrill of the moment.
That was like a trip right there.
Did indeed.
Fred.
Just a little bit too slow right there.
35 minutes. I'm surprised you hear that is the earliest they have ever incurred a 4-goal deficit in a Premier League game. A deficit into which they seek to fight now with Rashford. Squeezed off in my roster.
Oh my
Remember the
God.
game they lost November when they were well beaten at Watford, funny enough.
You good?
Has the Bears game started?
The Panthers and Commanders game did.
I did see that. They were 3 down in the first possession. Apparently,
Sheesh.
I guess the field is also like shit.
Feel this shit.
Man, he's just so hard, bro. Man, what a first half, guys. Damn. Eric coming back in the chat hard. Did Christian drop due to embarrassment? Because I'll do the same. Yeah. He literally left just before the third goal?
Yeah.
Just before the third goal. And still very obvious Brentford are playing harder. Yeah, these guys are playing motivated.
They're playing hungry.
Very hungry right now. But the thing is, we see this a lot in football, man. Like in American football and NFL. Oh, good block there. You know, that second half adjustments, that prep, that that talk the coach gives you at halftime, like it can really be a benefit, like big beneficial factor. Like, are they going to get like complacent? Because second half, like we up 4-0, which is that's a damning that is a damning lead right now for 4 goals. So that's, it's pretty out of reach, but this can change so fast because it's so, it's still a lot of time. You still got a whole half of football left. So Brentford has 4 shots on goal to Man United 2. So I want to see Brentford continue this pace and this aggression going into the second half. You found the stream. Look like a beautiful day in Landover. We got a little dual screen action. Oh! Shit, the field looks beautiful right now. I never seen the grass look that green at FedEx.
They'll put in turf? They'll put in turf?
I don't know. It's still grass. What is up, Donald Trumpino?
Hey, our boy DTTTB is back.
What's good? Yo, this is amazing. Man United getting that ass clapped. And you got to be, obviously, your city boy. Them boys, easy dub today. Easy 3 points, I should say. Brentford set up well to defend. Not many ops for United. Yeah, not many opportunities for them. I'm trying to see how much stoppage time we got, but crazy game. This has been a crazy game. I just,
Bobby McCain just saved the touchdown.
Oh, long ball. Your Blues are looking good in the sunshine right now.
We are into progressive insurance stoppage time, on which there is 4 minutes.
Is that 45 or 85?
45. I think it's Giovanni Ricci.
All right, we got 4 minutes stoppage time. I want double figures today. Double figures? Hey, baby, we want at least five scores. Double figures would be insane, though.
I got 5 on it.
Straight insane. Ooh. I ain't gonna, I do like Brentford's kits though. At least they're away ones for sure.
That boy Shy Smith having a game.
I'd like to see him. I'm seeing a squeaky clean sheet, my guy. That's what I want to see. 6 or 7 would be electric. 6 or 7 would be electric for sure. All right, we are in the 47th minute. 1 more minute till halftime. Oh, a little shaky right there. Had to make sure to get that ball out. Man, he hip checked the fuck out of Ronaldo just now. Who's calling me? No calls during the game.
You see that? Not even time for moms right now.
Not even time for my mom. We don't play that, bruv. Hey, how's my banter? Is that shit? Is it mad nice?
Or is it just mud?
Yeah, bruv, how's my banter? We throwing United into the bin, you know what I mean? 1 minute to go till halftime. Pinch me out, Jimmy is right. That was a good ball into the box. Imagine if they get one more before half. I got 5 on it.
Field goal for the Panthers.
Y'all got Santos as your kicker? Oh, Gonzalez.
Drives it in deep. Tony Maxfield.
Halftime called in the Brentford game. 4-0. Right now, Brentford will be 4 points, and they'll be in third place right now. Brentford. What? Of course, until tomorrow, because, my hottie toddies are going to get that 3 points tomorrow, Anthony. We're getting that 3 points tomorrow, Anthony. Chelsea don't stand a chance, Anthony. Let's go. I'm here for the rivalry, baby. Dive right in.
Like Trey Songz.
Yes, sir.
Like, what's your boy? Who's the super hype dude? The TikTok song. I'm a dive.
Oh, Jaleel,
yeah.
You might have to be careful playing the commentary so loudly. Those copyright strikes can get a little pesky. Good call. Where is the remote?
Nope.
Damn. Even if you wanted to turn this shit off. Here's an easy way. Boom. All right, we're at half.
I gotta head out.
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Appreciate you guys joining us on the stream. CJ, you gonna continue until the game's over?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it down. I'll hold it down for the rest of that second half. We'll have a good old time. John's is off to work.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys joining us on the stream. And come again next week.
Tomorrow! Well, you won't be here tomorrow. You got to work too. Maybe if we go early, if we go to the first game at 11:30, you could probably like a 30-minute.
True.
Fair.
I might be back tomorrow, but see you. Appreciate you guys joining us on the stream, and have a good rest of your day.
All right. See you, Johnny. Thanks. All right, let's see here. Eric with the halftime analysis. Brentford fighting. Let's see. Let's see. Brentford are fighting to be legit contenders. United trying to play some skillful stuff, but it ain't happening. Good analysis. My halftime analysis. Brentford coming to spank that ass, daddy. No, yeah, Brentford's playing super hard right now. Like Eric said, they are fighting to be contenders. I mean, with this, if they can continue to get these 3 points, they will definitely put themselves in a good top of the table position right now, which is what they want, obviously. Crazy though. Insano. But this is a very entertaining ball, for sure. Ooh, Eric has a solution. Put in the young players that will fight. Today's game is nearly sunk. Yeah. Give a team a boost, so a shot of adrenaline, something guys younger to who might, I got a little pride, for that team. All right, go turn this down. Yeah, that's a good call for sure. I mean, you got to do something different. You can't keep with the same thing in the second half. They gotta show some fight, some grit. Will they do it? I don't know. To be determined. But I hope that they do. Ooh, more analysis. Mr. Trumpino. Realistic analysis. United's defense has absolutely no fucking idea what's going on. Whew. I mean, yeah, I mean, that ball, the last goal, they, had the beautiful outlet pass and then, quick hitter, not stopping the ball into that score. I mean, that was rough. They're letting Brentford just come into the box, dominate them. They're just not. They're not looking good right now. They need a slap in the face. The side watching the Commanders play right now. 3rd and 2. Carson Wentz throws a pass to, I think, see the number 88. I think that's Amari Rodgers. Tight end. Yeah. Guys, insano first half. Running this thing solo. Okay. Still at halftime. I had to turn the TV back on. Big time errors early on. And then, of course, the goalkeeper not really getting that save, only with his hands, not using his hands versus his body. Is that a pick? Oh, fumble. Ugh. Yeah, frustrated Ronaldo, how he responded in the second half. What a performance, guys. What a freaking performance. I think the stat that he just said in halftime is that Brentford hasn't beaten United since 1937, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of wild. All right, I will be right back. Real quick, stream's going on. Good quick halftime potty break. I'll be right back shortly. So hold on, I'll be back.
We can make an impact, grab and then take it. want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. No pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
And just like that, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half has started. Let's see. We're gonna have a throw in here. Yeah, we want retribution. All right. Ball's kind of staggered in midfield. Hollywood Bets, the sponsor for Brentford. $93 degrees today. Got a little dual screen action here. Commanders are playing on one screen, playing the Panthers. And I got Man United on the big telly. Uh-oh. Oh. The cross denied. Not a good cross there. Brentford's moving. They're still attacking. I like to see that, especially coming out at halftime. Commentator said no one's looking at the balls. Defense not paying attention to where the ball's going. They're kind of going fast paced. Try to catch United off balance. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, footwork, good footwork. Good defense here by United. Turnover. Not where you want to have a turnover at for United. So far in the second half, not much of a difference seen for United. Unofficial quarter we got for Brentford right now. What's it unofficial? It's a quarter kick. Oh! Oh! Damn. Good cross, but no one really there. Good shot. Blocked by the goalkeeper. I think it would have hit the post too, but it possibly that could have slipped in. All right. Let's see if Man United can get some offense, some possession. Not much possession time to start off the second half. Oxtail quesadilla. Delicious. All right, here we go. United with a little bit of a run here. Ooh, ball into the box. Header! Ooh, just off the mark for Ronaldo. Ronaldo slaps the pavement in disgust. They needed that. They need a goal before the 60th minute to really kind of get this momentum going. The drink right now. We just sipping right now. It's so early. Now with the cross into the box, no one there, a bit long. Ooh! Oh! Ooh! Just a little bit too high. Was that Ronaldo again? It was with the short run, just a little too hard. Second header in a row, couldn't get it in. This is good. Bro, Brian Robinson eating this past drive. It froze up though. might have to make a trade for AG in my dynasty league. Oh boy, Brian Robinson might be my guy first round. He might be getting that many touches. All right, United got possession. Looks like they might. No, they still retain possession. Jesus Christ. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, good ball. Is that JD? Hey, that's JD. Good spin move. Football all day, baby. Good passes. Ronaldo passes it. Crossing. Good block by Brentford. Try to clear it out. Meanwhile, first and goal for the Commanders. United still with possession. Ooh, right there. Get it to him. Brian Robinson with the completion and the flag gets down to the 3-yard line. Okay, second and goal from the 3 for the Commanders. United still with the ball, swinging it around. They are in possession. They're inside the box with the cross. Ooh, just over the goal. Brentford's ball. Bro, tell me why my debit card gets here after I had to cancel it. So sick. You got some mail too. My shirt here though. Saucy. Okay. Saucy. I fucks with Hot Topic though. Goalie kick. Ooh. Oh, nope. All right, Johnny. Have a good day at work. Go get him, Tiger. Thanks, honey. All right, we got third and goal now. Motion shift from the 1-yard line. Carson went to the shotgun. Motion John Dodson. Running touchdown for Brian Robinson. Let's go! First ever touchdown for the Commanders is Brian Robinson. A tutty for the rookie. Got a lot of pop-up balls here in midfield. Okay, Brentford got the ball. Another advancing. Speeding got an outside rusher. Deflected it out of bounds. All right, we're in the 57th minute of Brentford Man United. The score is 4-0. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Solo right now, solo dolo. Jonathan was here, had to go to work. Christian's at work. He was here earlier. Shout out to Eric in the chat. Shout out to Donald Trump. Shout out to AJ in the chat earlier. Shout out to my man Jeremy earlier today. Even though he spoke Spanish, didn't really been busy. What have you seen the past 5 minutes? The last 5 minutes, not too much going on. Not a lot of, a couple misses from Ronaldo. He got a couple chances inside the box with headers, missed twice. Ronaldo was really getting himself upset. Missed just too high. But Ronaldo has had 2 chances back to back. When United finally started getting possession, most recently. Now Brentford has the ball, and looks like we got a corner kick for Brentford right now. Oh, word! Ooh. A lot of yelling right here. It was another run into the box with Brentford. United thought they had the ball possession, but then gave it up deep in their own territory. So we got a substitution for United. Sancho off. Elanga is on now for United. Here we go. We got a little run for United now. Trying to concede Ten Hag. Oh, wait a minute. What's up, man?
My man CJ, how's it going, man?
Dude, it's going good, man. Woke up early, watching some football. It's a good day.
Had to join in for represent Manchester United because it ain't a fun day, but
It's
you
not.
gotta stick just like your commanders. You gotta stick with them.
Yeah. Hey, you're right. I mean, we just scored against the Panthers, but he missed the field goal. Looks like. I'm trying to try to split my attention between both. We got Donald Trump says trying to concede Ten Hag. What does that mean?
Ten Hag. So that's our coach's name. It's pronounce it Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
No, again to your boy. No, I mean I'm still with him for now. We'll see how long that lasts, but you never know you never know. Like if we get down to, because we have, I think our next international break is, I think that's mid-April or something like that. So like a stopping point for the international teams to get their players from the Premier League, the MLS, whatever, and play their game. So for us, that could be, if we get a month into this and we still ain't won a game, we still haven't scored our own goal. We got an own goal. We didn't get our own goal yet. So I'm like, if we come down to, a month from now and stuff ain't happening, then we can talk here. Then we can talk.
True, yeah. I mean, these first two games have been crazy. I mean,
hey, represent Charlotte. CJ, you don't know this. I'm in LA right now, so I'm gonna go to the LAFC game tonight.
Ooh, that's at 7:30.
Yep. So
that's
it's
gonna
be 10:30 your time over the East Coast, but I'm here to visit my dad, so we're going to the game tonight. So I'll be representing. I think hopefully we get a decent turnout for some Charlotte FC fans. So that's the hope.
Yeah, because that was the first game too at Bank of America.
No, that's different. Close. We played Los Angeles Galaxy. We played the LA Galaxy.
Oh, it was Galaxy for okay.
Yeah. Today
okay.
we're playing LAFC, so Los Angeles Football Club, which is the newer one.
And they're like the most popular team now because I saw like they had like the highest like
they got big payroll
irrigation and stuff like. Oh, they got Gareth Bale.
Yeah, they got Gareth Bale. So that again, it's going to be an all-star cast I'm gonna watch tonight, no doubt. So I'm gonna get pictures and get live stream from that too, because that's going to be some all-star hitters that we're going to be watching.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Sheesh. How's Pops doing? He's doing good.
He's good. He's chilling.
That's what's up. All right, L.A. LE City boy Eric. Okay. Don't fall in love with a Cali girl. It might just move out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll be bi-coastal. I got that house in Charlotte. I ain't gonna give up that too easily.
Oh hell no, yeah. Oh,
we got some subs coming on. What minute are you at? It's funny now. I'm acting like what Christian always keep at. What minute are you
60.
Dude, you're off. Where you at?
63:51.
Well, you good to a couple minutes away from me, so you out there and it must be the East Coast because you're on the East Coast. You're closer to London and Manchester and whatnot, so that's why I'm over here on the California. We got the 3-minute lag over here.
3 minutes? You're at 4. You're like 61.
Yeah. I'm at 60. I'm at 61:02.
Damn.
Yeah. But again, based on how this game's going, I don't want to see it that fast. So let me. It ain't.
Yeah,
I don't want to be.
Like, okay, so let me ask you this question then, because like I know there was a lot of debacle. I'm still was getting into like Premier League soccer, so I didn't really know too much about it. But like I saw there was like a big thing with Ronaldo not wanting to come back to United. Is it because he saw like the talent of the team, the decisions that they made? Like, what was the big, I guess, drama with this team?
Yeah, so it's what you think. So I can liken it again. I'll do a little bit of. Anybody watching will think that it'll be not comparable, but I'll do it because I know CJ will know. Again, it's like LeBron, right? He's in Lakerland right now. He was loving it, got that chip in the bubble, and then next year, it ain't all work out when you brought some superstars in. So Ronaldo had the same thought, right? Of last year, he was leaving like a big Italian club, decided to come back to United for the pay, of course, but then the prestige of coming home to your home fans, whatnot. So now that's and this is what's going to be the odd thing. He saw where United ended last year, right? 6th place, not strong, right?
Yeah.
He saw the non-recruitment that was happening during the summer, right? It took us, a month and a half or so to get like our first signing of sorts. So it's basically he's seeing that we're not going to be playing Champions League football, which is the best you can play for the European top clubs. That's where the Bayerns, the Barcelonas, Real Madrids, Man Cities, that's where they're playing.
Right.
So he doesn't get that. So he doesn't get that money. He doesn't get that prestige. He can't keep leveling up his records. And it could have been as well. Again, he's a smart guy. He can see what the football style is for Eric Ten Hag as a coach and what he wants to play. He was like, maybe I don't want to play that style. So both of those are comparable. So again, same thing that's why the same kind of mysteries around LeBron. Is he going to stay in Lakerland or was he going to move to? It's different from Kevin Durant though. Kevin Durant, he's
I'll try to get that.
We on a whole nother. We can have a different pod on that one, but it's comparable to one of the greats of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo. Wanting to be playing at top level.
Yeah, that was a good chance for United just now, but a good save.
Is it off the corner?
It was a 1-on-1. He had it was a good cross in the box. And it wasn't high enough. It was like middle.
I can't keep asking her that. That's why I joke. Again, my dad's asking me. He's like, ask him what minute he's at. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not going to Christian. I can't be Christian. I know he's ahead of me, so it don't matter. We'll cross that bridge.
Is your dad also a United fan?
No, he's similar to you and Jonathan, right? He's only really been into soccer because I've been into it. So he watched me in high school. Supported me in that. He came over to London when I studied abroad, and we went to an Arsenal game. So we
Okay.
watched Arsenal versus Swansea, I believe, which was good. Again, I don't
They got
like
relegated.
Arsenal.
No.
Arsenal, yeah, Swansea, they got relegated, I think 2015-16 year.
Okay.
So I mean, it's been a while since they've been, Premier League dogs. But he's also been he works all over the world, but he's been to Bayern Munich. He's seen them play,
Ooh.
so he's seen some top dogs in the Allianz Stadium when they played with Frankfurt, I think, as well.
That's awesome.
So it's
I would like to
so
do
he's
that.
been seeing some international. He's been seeing international. He's had more chances to see soccer games, but again, just like you, if there was international football games, he'd be going to those.
For sure.
Or basketball games, that'd be more his style. But again, I'm getting him to go to the games, and again, he's coming to the game tonight. He's season ticket holder with Charlotte FC, so we all in the soccer now.
That's what's up. I think I have a 2-year plan to go see Tottenham play. In their stadium. The stadium is so beautiful. I watched a YouTube video recently because I think their stadium was they got a new stadium that was in 2019, I think. I saw from the video.
I think it finished up in 2020, I want to say. It finished up like right when the pandemic was hitting or something like that, which is they were like, we got all this new stadium, but we can't fill it with nobody. So people were upset. I was like, you're right about that.
And seeing like how old some of these stadiums are, still some from like 1800s, and like it's wild. But it's super cool seeing. Like, I would love to just do a tour, like, get to the point to where I can tour, like, every game. But that's a long time. But, like, you go to, like, a bunch of games, like, overseas and just go see, like, Tottenham play, see, like the historical stadiums and for these great teams. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do. So that's my 2-year goal.
Yep. Plenty of history to go see for any of the big grounds. Again, Tottenham too. So you'll see what new innovation looks like especially from an international standpoint. You can liken it to what the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is in Atlanta. So that's like one of the newest, latest and greatest we got versus what they're doing over there in London. There's not many big other teams that are making big changes to their stadium on the scale that Tottenham did, like building a whole brand new one. Again, there's discussions for Barcelona, Real Madrid. I think they've been in talks to recreate theirs. I want to say Old Trafford, so where Manchester United play, they have not changed theirs in a while. They haven't made any substantial changes to it. They want to make some changes to it, but it's hard because again, how old it is, and then just like anything else, it's situated in such a way that it's just not perfect to crush it and build a gigantic thing or anything.
Let me ask you this question, right? So, because I texted you earlier about like not having salary caps, right?
Yeah, correct.
And so, how does the contract work, right? I know the transfer fee goes to the teams, so then they work out the contract money wise, or is it kind of like with the player for them to actually want to go? How much does the player get to like choose?
That's where big money agents like the NFL, like NFL agents, NBA agents, MLB, those where agents make their money. So this is what's great because there's no salary cap in most of these European leagues. The agents are wheeling and dealing because they know they're going to get a nice cut of that. They're going to get that 10 or 15% markup. But that's the interesting thing for any negotiation. If you play anybody that plays FIFA on Xbox, PS, whatever, they'll know that there's 2 negotiations that happen each time. Club to club. So that manager's talking to the club owner, the manager saying, hey, we want your player. And they have to negotiate that transfer fee. We'll give you $100 million, $200 million. We'll give you $50 million this year and then stagger out payments for the next 3 years. We'll do a loan with you, whatever. But then the second negotiation, once that's agreed upon, is between the club and the player saying, you're going to come to us. Whatever contract you had, we don't care. We're willing to pay you this much. Or you pay a lot of money this year, but we don't got that for you. We'll give you this, but then we'll back into contract in for you. Maybe they'll backload or something like that. So those are the different negotiation tactics that you can get to that, again, so you're not really swapping contracts, right? But a player, just like anybody else, like in the NFL or NBA, if you trade a contract, someone has to pay it. That player is going to want that equality pay, right? They're going to want that. I'm earning it now. I negotiated it. So why can't I get it at this new club? So that's where they have to, as a club, they have to decide, am I willing to pay this player way too much money, but I get them on my squad, which is basically what's happened with Cristiano Ronaldo here at Manchester United. They're paying him top dollar because they didn't really have to pay a big of a transfer fee between the clubs. But he's such a high marquee player that brings in eyeballs, brings in social media interactions. T-shirt sales, match day revenue that you're thinking, we got to get this guy on our team. We got to get him back if there's a chance.
Yeah. So is there a set? Do you like? I know like NFL, like you see contracts up to 7 years most of the time, but a lot of time you see between the 3 to 5 year range. Is there a lot more club options in football, or is it like okay, you get a guaranteed contracts?
So guarantees are not really seen. It's
Okay.
more of like you play, you get paid. If you don't, you're gonna sit down. But that's not to say that there's big teams that like, hey, we have this all-star player, but he no longer fits into our club, or he wants to be sold, or he's acting crazy or whatever. You're gonna sit on the bench, we're gonna pay you, and he's gonna get paid. He ain't gotta play. That's what happened to Gareth Bale. That's now at LAFC. He fell out of favor with the manager, and they were like, we don't really need you to play.
Right.
But what are they going to do? They still got to pay him his money, right? So he was just chilling, playing golf all the time, and people were talking about how he's like he's like a dual sport guy because he kept playing golf when he should have been at the games, on the bench or in the stands doing whatever. But with contract links, again, 1 year to 5 years are usually standard. Again, 1 year deals. You can do those one and done type situations. That's what's happened with a previous Manchester United player, Jesse Lingard. He's gone to Nottingham Forest for the year on basically a 1 year deal, right? Which is for Nottingham Forest that just got promoted to the Premier League.
Which makes sense.
It's a good situation, right? Pay this dude a solid midfielder to play for you. If it works out for you, great. You got him for a year, and now he's off your payroll, and you can negotiate and get some other people, right? Or if you get relegated because you're not good enough, we don't have to pay his massive contract anymore because we don't have all that nice Premier League money.
For sure.
Again, those parachute payments of 3 years after you get relegated, those 3 teams that get dropped down, they do get some parachute payments to help pay for, all the staffing they've been doing, all the contracts and things like that. But that goes away after 3 years. So that's why you're hoping that you stay up for at least, a couple years and fight for it. So
yeah. I mean, and then, kind of like, we'll talk about more tomorrow because I think we're going to do another stream tomorrow. Watch a little bit of that Nottingham Forest game. I think it's at 11:30 or 9:30. It's just the fact that they were in the Champions League for 23 years, like having that drought. Well, they were out in the Premier League for 23 years. Like, it's been 23
they
years
were in the championship. Yeah, they were in the championship tier. Yeah, for so long. And
I kind of just seeing that, like, I'm just naturally a person who roots for the underdog. So I kind of just want to watch them play and see, if they can get some points, try to stay up there.
And that's where I would communicate to you that as well on ESPN Plus. You can watch all the championship games and everything like that. So they have all of them there, so you can figure out which of those teams are eventually going to come up. You can see them struggle and fight and lose players, get injured, et cetera, to get up to, oh my gosh, the best league in the world with the top dollar money, the top revenue, the top match day eyeballs, and everything. That's what you want to do.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I added them to my ESPN so I can like get the score updates and stuff like that. So what's the difference for the money in, like, say, I guess it's League One is the French league, right? And then La Liga is
League 1. Yep.
League
League
1. Like,
French
is it?
League
They're just is Premier League just that much more than those leagues, or obviously, I guess they'll have the same type of broadcasting. That's what really gets your money, is your broadcast money.
So you remember I sent you that link, right? And I showed you like all the different leagues and how they're streamed across the world and everything like that. So for the Premier League, their streaming rights, the viewer rights that they have, are so diverse and so stack worthy of cash that they have all the money in the world to pay the clubs and say, here's your cut of the revenue each month or each year. So because they have an extra $20 million that the Barcelonas of Spain or the Juventuses of Italy in the Serie A, they have more money to spend on the top players and pay higher stream players, which leads to what? Better quality teams, better time in Champions Leagues. And then when 5-year contract or 10-year contract comes around for the TV rights again, what do? We're going to bump up that price. And it's just a vicious cycle of that. So the Premier League has been dominant because it's so... Again, because it's England, which is very close across the pond to our neighbors here in the U.S., that they're saying, hey, it's so being consumed in it. We're paying top dollar, like NBC, they're paying top dollar broadcasting rights to it. And again, all around the world, they're seeing that English football being one of the oldest in the world, they want to say, hey, we want to get that to our viewers and into their homes on a regular basis. So that's why it's a continual cycle of big money in there to buy big players to do better in the games, and then the broadcasting rights just keep going up.
Yeah,
which is why I'm really excited for the MLS having sold their rights to Apple TV Plus, because again, that's more money for the MLS to distribute to their team, so that we can sign so Charlotte FC can sign the Gareth Bales and the Chiellinis and all those players to our teams and attract them.
Yeah, it'd be an exciting time for MLS because honestly, like I just watched Charlotte FC play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like right now me watching Premier League get into it. Like, I'm watching all these different teams. Like, Tottenham doesn't play till tomorrow, so it's like I feel like I'm learning more, but just because it's more accessible in Peacock. Like, just having everything here, don't have to think about it. Just hop on Peacock, everything in one central location. I'm definitely excited for that for Apple TV. I do have another question though, because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, okay, so you know, like, so the main club gets relegated, but what happens to like the women's clubs and the 21 under clubs? Do they also get relegated? Like, is it the whole like franchise itself?
That's a good point. No. So just like anything else, it depends, right? I gotta do my research on that. But no, technically they're their own leagues, right? So Manchester United currently are about to get relegated out of the Premier League. But Manchester United women's team are, in the top tier division. So if they perform well, why should they get relegated? They should. For sure. So they're going to stay in there. The U21s, the U20, I think they've abolished U21. No, they've abolished U23s. I think it's now just U21s. So 21 and under are what they do. Or it could be U23s. I forget. They just made a change to it. And similarly, I think they are whatever division you are in is what you're playing in because of your status as a team. Yeah. But it could be different because of Premier League teams that basically feed their U21s to whatever team is available. So it's quite possible that they also there is some movement to a substandard league. Yeah. I haven't looked into it because I don't follow, just like anything else, I don't follow the whole stack rankings for everything like that. Sure. Manchester United women's though, they've been signing a couple good players. So they should be, I think they've lost a couple good players, but they've gotten a couple more back. So that's going to be an interesting league for them.
Yeah. I honestly, I mean, I just love how they have a Tottenham women's team and a Tottenham men's team all in one like organization. Like, I wish MLS could start adopting that. They can combine with I forget what's the Women's National League Soccer.
The NWSL, I think, the National Women's Soccer League. Yep. So it could be that's something very like that. Their tier of NWSL is on terms of scale and money is similar to that of the USL, the United Soccer League, which is technically the step below the MLS, but similar to this, it's not promotion relegation, right? And that's what I think I told you in the chat like a while back. The reason why there's no, like, again, for us, it could be like the Charleston Battery, right? Where we grew up, Charleston Battery, that USL could get promoted to the MLS and play someone like that. That's the type of thing where you could see that if no one's going to invest in those lower league teams having the chance to come up, why would David Tepper for Charlotte FC want his team relegated and not making top dollar, right? Ain't nobody want them. Nobody wants that. So that's what's keeping the tiered system so separated in here in the United States.
Which if we could get that out of the equation, man, I think we'll see a boom in the soccer culture in America, I feel like. But it's also just different. I think it is doing great though. I think because now, like, I think this Apple TV generation is just gonna make it so much more visible, and then kids seeing soccer on TV. That's like, we were talking about this last week. It's just seeing it on TV, seeing people that look like you play the sport. Really, kind of like grew my fascination with football or basketball. You know what I mean? Baseball was harder for me to get into, but I did like baseball. Like, baseball and soccer is like always like the first two sports, like, your parents put you in, but then like you see people kind of like from there say, oh yeah, it was just an early sport to get them active, but then like kind of move on to something different. But like, I would just love to see more kids just stay in those sports and just diversify, like, at least in America, like at least for like baseball and stuff, because baseball and soccer are like the most international sports in the world, and so, or diverse sports, that's a better term to use. I don't know. But
that's fair. It's similar to anything else. Football, again, it's more of those chicken or the egg type things. There's so many pee-wee footballs or what's the equivalent in the NBA, and they're like a junior league or something like that for like basketball, like a travel league
Yeah,
that people are in. Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. If there's so because there's so much available around the United States, I'm gonna put my kid in that because it's right down the road, right? I don't want to travel 30 minutes to the nearest baseball field or hockey rink or soccer stadium or whatever to play the games if I can just go down the road and save a lot of time and energy on my own.
for sure.
And again, it's very lucrative in the United States to be an NBA player or MLB player or an NFL player. So why not keep pushing your kids to do one of those where you making the top dollar?
For sure, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, my niece, she actually just got onto a travel team for soccer.
Travel soccer, yep, that's good.
I think they'll be playing like Vegas and stuff. She lives in Wyoming. We graduate. She's like maybe 9. She'd be 9.
Okay.
She's born in 2013, which is
dang.
Yeah, yeah, wild, right? You're just like I try to do the math. It's like how long have I been away from high school? That's not what she is. So, but yeah, she's talented. I just I want to see like the women's soccer leagues like grow. I mean, obviously, like the women's national team is one of the most, talented soccer teams in the world. But like, I would love to see them just when they're not on the national team, when it's not World Cup time, get some play. Like, hopefully, they can get a deal with Apple TV too, to where they can be shown as well. So.
Yep, that's again a fair assessment. The United States women's national team has been the most dominant for most number of years. Won the first Women's World Cup, I believe. That was in 1991, 1999, something like that. That's when they won it. But yes, those players, and that's the thing, those players then were playing, trying to play domestic soccer, but again, the infrastructure wasn't built, so they had to go international. And now, still same thing. They're going international to play, not really playing at the home base for everything like that.
Mm.
And then again, so chicken and the egg situation. You got to get the top talent to get the good broadcasting rights.
For sure.
But if you have good broadcasting rights, you have more money to pay those top players to come to you in the first place. So it's a difficult situation. That's why interesting. We got it. We got to go.
No, it was Brentford is attacking right now.
Provide commentary. People don't care about us talking. They want to know what this game is going on.
I feel like this is good. Because this is a lot of good questions and stuff that like I'm interested in. So that's what I care about.
But so the England women's national team just won the Euros, so the European Championships for women, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
That immediately spurred the conversation domestically for England to say, let's get women's soccer more prevalent with the TV deals and more regularly available at your local schools and parks and stuff like that, because we just saw them fight hard to not get paid the most money, not get nice broadcasting rights, not able to play domestically. They have to be forced to go international, but they were still able to win one of the ultimate titles you can get in international football. So why can't we just keep funding it and keep spurring that on? And similar to why the women's national team for the United States been fighting for equal pay for the men's national team, who have not won anything internationally, but the women's teams are perpetually winning and winning and winning. So why can't they get equal pay, commiserate pay to what their male colleagues are getting?
No, I'm definitely for equal pay. It's really fucked up, especially with a team being so dominant. But they just get disrespected in a way.
Yep, but it has to be said, similar to why the WNBA doesn't have top dollar money or a lot of people visiting it or whatever like that. Again, the funds aren't there. So same thing for the women's soccer team in general. They're not drawing in that match day revenue that they're hoping for, or the sponsorship deals, et cetera, et cetera. So if they're not making money, how can we give them more money? So essentially we've been essentially subsidizing the women's team with male revenue, because that's where the bulk of it is getting generated from like that. That's what essentially they're seen to do. And so from a business standpoint, I don't want to give out subsidies. I want to give the top performers the top money where they get it. And so from a business standpoint, makes sense, but from a moral standpoint, ethical, where we are in the world in 2022, we can obviously see that equal pay for equal work. You do better, you get paid better, regardless of what the infrastructure is built around you. If you perform on the greatest stage in the world and you're the greatest, why can't you get paid top dollar?
Right. Do you know if there's any like co-ed like professional soccer leagues? Is that a thing?
No, not to my immediate knowledge. Of
Okay.
course, so there's plenty of like intramural games you can play and pick
For
up games
sure.
in leagues across the United States. That has to happen internationally as well, I would guess. But professionally, they likely due to the, again, I'll use a PC term, just straight male, female, no again, the works of having any independencies between the different genders is not,
Right.
that hasn't come into the game on a regular basis yet. So
True. Yellow card for Rashford for United.
you got to be what, in the 89th minute or so?
Yeah,
88th,
89th. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a couple minutes behind. That's an interesting term for you to get along with. Whatever I think I told y'all this. If you're in if it says like 88.33 or whatever like that, you're in the 89th minute. You're not in the 88th minute because the 88th minute's already passed. That's how we got to one in the first place. So if you want to never know what minute someone scored and basically add one to whatever the front number is.
Whatever it is. Which that's like, I think that was like a slight adjustment, but once I get my mind on it, it's easy. Like I feel like myself, like each week, like watching, I'm just like, okay, questions here, because I think last week we got really deep into the relegation talk, because like that's how we are. Like we're like super deep into like I guess like
different aspects of it,
aspects of like a football in general, and so like, and then like, we like to do GM stuff and just like strategic stuff. Like that's kind of like a big thing we think about too normally. So it's just kind of like now like going all in on EPL. It's like, okay, like learning the strategy, still learning like the different formations and why you would be more defensive forward, be striker eccentric team like has like such a stud striker like Holland, who's like freaking
he's again, let's use the LeBron analogy. He's built like LeBron and muscling people and scoring like he knows what he's doing. So yeah,
and he's
a very
22.
good pickup by Manchester City.
That's sickening.
Yeah, his contract was very coveted to get a hold of, and Man City, again, they're top team in the world, top money to pay, top manager, best squad. So why not just plug in the best in the world and say keep going?
Yeah, they're definitely top team. They're showing it and swinging their meats around. We got 4 minutes stoppage time in this game. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really hyped for tomorrow. Because, I mean, we're trying to get Anthony here on the stream. So so there's going to be some talking for sure.
Yeah,
he's mad that I chose Tottenham, obviously, because there's a rival. But, I mean, I don't know. Tottenham really spoke to me. And I'm glad I'm a Spur.
You do you. Again, our only problem is going to be in 10 years when you change, if you change your mind. We could be mad now because you're making short-term change. But 10 years from now, if you haven't changed, we're going to have to deal with it and be like, yep, you chose it, and may the chips fall where they may. Because speaking of which, I was at the casino last night here in California.
Yeah?
Well on that, so.
Okay.
Let's go.
Then we got the luck of the Irish.
That's what happened. Quick recap to the games. Aston Villa 2-1 over Everton at home. Arsenal 4-2 victory over their rivals of Leicester, just because they're continuously fighting for that 4th and 5th spot nowadays. Brighton, Newcastle 0-0. Nothing Brighton could do at home. Man City thrashing Bournemouth 4-0 at home. Southampton, Leeds. I saw that was a crazy game with 2-2.
Yeah,
that was a crazy
all happened in the second half.
Yeah, and then Fulham, Wolves 0-0. Wolves at home there. So, and Brentford's about to hand Manchester United the second loss in 2 games. 4-0 at home. Again, handle their business at home. That's what you got to do. So they did it. So Manchester United can only hope for the second leg when we get the second half. The second leg of this when Brentford come to Manchester United. That's what
That
you
should
can hope for.
That's definitely gonna be a must see game. Like I like
Yeah.
the like storylines that get built up like from the first, because like I don't know how long. I guess they go through everyone and then they start the second half and then that's when they do it again, or is it just a
No.
timer? Okay.
No, it's kind of randomized, so you can play the same team. Probably it won't be like the next week, but a month, 2 months. That's not unheard of for you to replay that team again.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then again, big news for Manchester United. They play their next fixtures against Liverpool. Again, number 1 or number 2 in the league, however you find it. Picked up grand players, get a top coach, top squad. If they're losing to Brentford 4-0 at home for a team that's just been in the Premier League only a couple of years now, this is the second year they've been in here. Had a great showing last season. What's going to happen to them? What's going to happen? It's going to be last year had 2 sad attempts against Liverpool as well. So they got embarrassed at home as well last time too. So it's not looking good.
United gets relegated, right?
That's what's going to be the great debate of Twitter. All your buddies on Twitter, Reddit, wherever you're at. That's going to be the fun thing because we're going to be at the bottom. We'll likely be at the bottom of the table because we'll have 0 points, but our goal differential, because we just lost by 4, that drops your goal differential down even worse. So we're farther away from the top. So, but again, crazier things have happened of starting at the bottom and getting your way back up to top 4.
It's a long season.
It's a very long season, which is again why it's like you said, it's a storylines that you want to follow for 10 months, right? So that's why you want to. I'm here for 10 months. So it's going to be a huge part of my life is making sure that all the storylines come through fruition and seeing what we can do. But again, transfer window is still open for Ten Hag and Manchester United to make some deals if they can do something. The problem is they're not really focusing on the midfield, which is the heart of their problem, right? It's similar to Charlotte FC. Again, midfield's not their problem, but it's an issue where they can't link defense to the midfield to the attacking to get that good press.
For sure.
Manchester United, it's similar of that. Again, on the ball from a defensive standpoint, they're not strong enough. So even when they do get it from a midfield perspective, I don't want to play back to my defense because they're not great on the ball. And then playing it up to the strikers, again, if you're not top there, then if you're not on the ball there like this and quick to it, there's no point in giving you the ball.
I agree. It's like, because like my early knowledge of football, but like watching Charlotte FC, I was like, okay, is this normal? Like I'm thinking, okay, is this play normal? But then it's like all of a sudden I watched the first game last week. What was it? Arsenal Crystal Palace, I think, last Friday.
Yes,
or Liverpool, right. Or whatever. And I was just like, man, the way they're just attacking, pushing the ball, like I never seen Charlotte FC do like this. Like, and I get it, like too. It's a big difference. Like, it's a brand new squad. They haven't. These guys probably been playing for years, have that chemistry for sure. So it's obviously going to get. Hopefully, it gets better if they keep the continuity going. But I think something I felt like was lacking was just a finisher for Charlotte FC early in this season. Shinshinki has been. He's been a little spurt here and there since he's been transferred.
Yep, started hot when he came through.
Yeah,
after the transfer from I think the Dynamo, or was it Colorado?
It was Colorado.
Yeah, it was Colorado, not Dynamo in Houston. Yeah.
So
as a quick recap, Brentford have defeated Manchester United 4-0 for anyone wanting to know where they legitimately stood on that. But we knew that already. But there's always next week. There's always another game. Again, the transfer window is still open, so you can make some moves there. But yeah, for Charlotte FC, again, we picked up 3 international players.
That's what I was just trying to look it up.
They just picked up 3 international players. They've been training with them regularly. I think they're still waiting on. Some of them could be waiting on visas to play.
I think they actually were in Charlotte, so I think they must have got their visas.
Well,
I saw they did an intro video.
Well, that's the thing. To travel here, you don't need technically, depending on where you're from, you technically don't need a visa. But to work, to get paid to work here. So what they're doing now for them is like, yeah, we'll put you up in the hotel and get you situated and get you trained or whatever like that. But we can't technically say you're an employee of us until that day comes. So I think some of them did travel with us to Los Angeles, which is good. So we might see them on the bench, might see them start. I don't know. Again, depends on what their fitness is like and what their visas look like.
I don't know. I guess have we seen guys? I guess no one. I guess it's a money thing for sure because I was looking at seeing guys getting loaned out, or I guess they buy them. They transfer from a team, but they stay loaned at the current team that they're on and ready to use them. So I guess have you seen? I don't know how much you follow MLS before this season, but like, have we seen anything like that happen for the MLS? Like a younger talent to try to like get a younger guy just so he can get some time, maybe boost your league, or maybe a lot of guys
Sure.
want to go to MLS young if they're on a Premier League team.
Yeah, so that's common. Again, that's I want to say, I think a player that they just sent back. There's been a few teams. So I'll give you an example. Manchester City in the Premier League is owned by the same group personnel of New York City FC, the MLS team. So when, in theory, if Manchester City sign a player, they're top dollar, but they're like 20 years old and they can't fit into the squad right now. Why don't we send them to New York City FC, where they'll get the same training and nutrition and the backings that they'll need to play there? Again, I can't think off the top of my head. City have done that a couple times with a couple of their top talents they've done. But again, similarly with Zach Steffen, I think y'all mentioned this last week.
Yeah,
Steffen for Manchester City, he's on loan currently to Middlesbrough in the Championship, so he can get game time for an American player because he wants to play in the World Cup here in November.
Right.
So again, it's not uncommon for Premier League teams, or any of the leagues, to Italy, France, Spain, Germany, to send loan players off to American leagues or to South American teams as well. That can be done. And sometimes, it's either North America or South America where they generally send their talents to.
True.
That's one of those are the most developed places that they think they'll get adequate time, care, especially if there's some kind of incident with their medical wise. They want to get that ACL tear fixed that same day.
True.
Speaking of which, Corujo done for the season for Charlotte FC, which is sad.
Yeah.
I think they said he's been the only outfield player that's played every game for Charlotte. So him not being in there, he was always a pairing with Fuchs when he first started.
Yeah.
And then he's been taking over that mantleship. He's been wearing the captain's band since Fuchs has been injured.
Yeah.
But so we lost a strong one. Hopefully he comes back next season. And again, similarly, he's going to come back from the ACL tear, but maybe he wants to transfer and go play somewhere else because Charlotte's not what he thought it was. But that's not what I've been seeing on the pitch. I feel like he's really been giving it his all. So I feel like we're going to keep him next year when he comes back healthy. So ACL tear repair at best is 6 months, but on average is 9 or 10 months. So again, maybe April, May he comes back. As the summer starts to pick back up for the league.
Yeah. Also, I think we lost early this season. Was it Adam Armour we lost early to ACL tear? Or no, Christian Mackenzie Gaines.
No, Gaines is fine. He's been playing. Adam Armour, he did get injured. I don't think it was an ACL. I don't think it was. I hope it was an ACL, but he had some kind of injury that's prolonged his stay on the bench.
It was a defender we lost early this season to ACL. I can't remember. Jordi Reyna. What a stud.
Yeah, looking at Byrne, who he picked up the defender, he's listed as unavailable in the specific in the Charlotte FC app. So is Malanda, the other defender.
Oh, this is a Charlotte FC app?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that. That's on.
I'll send it to you. How's your fantasy team doing? I gotta check it on mine.
I think I'm trying to look at both of them. I think I'm a solid. I don't think I got too many points. Christian is. I think he was having good. He had Jesus, I think.
Gabriel Jesus. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, he had 2 goals today, so I think he had 9 to 10 points.
See, that's the thing. Again, that's why I don't play fantasy, because I have to root for my team sometimes, root against my team. Because right here, Ivan Toney scored for Brentford today, and that's good for my fantasy, but it was bad for Manchester United's bottom line. So
yeah, it is weird. The same thing kind of like in fantasy football too, in the NFL.
Yeah, didn't start Saka, so that's 2 points I didn't pick up from him.
All right, let me look at that. I can't remember who's. It might have been. Jalen Lindsay, who am I taking about? But they don't really have like an injury list. I'm on ESPN now.
Jalen Lindsay's been fine. Fuchs again got hurt about a month and a half ago, and he's been trying to get that fixed. Adam Armour was injured earlier on.
Polina. I want to see them in Charlotte. Just run into them on the street.
Polina. Yeah, we just started doing some. The supporter section's just been amping up his chants over the past month or so for Christian Colina.
Oh, what a stud! My phone's not working. Oh, I would help if I was on Wi-Fi. There we go.
Was Wi-Fi what was y'all's problem earlier when I was trying to stream? Was the Wi-Fi?
Dude, I don't even know. Bro, our Wi-Fi, we was watching the games. The games were working fine. Like we're streaming that too. So that was working great. But my computer was just not I have no idea what was going on with my computer. And so we try to switch computers. We refresh different browsers. Like we restarted my computer network, all that shit until once we restarted the router, then it worked. Because then the router, our TV stream started buffering a lot. So then we just restarted the whole thing. And then since we did that, then everything was working fine. So it was just a rough start. Like we had the new setup. We tried to try some new stuff. And but it's good now. We'll be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn, why was I in an IL list? That would make it so much easier. I don't even know. I can't even think of who it was anymore.
The fun's going to be now going through all the. Again, that's what happens when you follow your favorite sports team. All the criticism is what you're going to be. I got to scroll through this for the next 48 hours. But again, it's interesting. Alexi Lawless just tweeted this. He's a former United States men's national team player, big pundit now in the U.S. for Fox Sports and whatnot for a lot of the MLS coverage and men's national team coverage. Mm-hmm. But he tweeted out like when United were losing like 2-0 about how people would kill to have this kind of coverage, the eyeballs and the social media impressions from their team winning or losing, right?
Yeah.
So that's the give and take that you have to look at it from is we're gonna get all eyeballs on us, so you better hope that it's good publicity. Because if it's not, then
sure.
You're gonna have whoever the social media manager for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's as you know, they'll post up all the games, right? They'll be like, they score, we got substitution, this. As soon as they post the final thing, we don't hear from like 24 hours. It's nothing. No post-match commentary, no statistics, nothing. They just we don't exist. We take the day off.
Right. It is Adam Armour. I remember he hurt his knee. He's been out with the knee. And then Melo's out with a foot.
Yeah, I'm upset that we haven't really got to see Melo. And then as well as Vargas. Vargas is a player that I don't know why he's not playing more. I think I like him. He's got that Neymar flair to him, and that that kind of South American flair that I would like to see more. I don't see him starting over Mackenzie Gaines, but people have their discussions about whether Gaines should be starting either. But I like Gaines. I see a lot of myself in him, so it's one of those things where I keep wanting to see him play. Because again, I think back to the high school, college years again. And it's interesting because the same criticism that he's getting is what I like about him. Again, you need that direct speed, right? But people are saying that's all he has, that he can't finish, cross, pass, and things like that. He really hasn't had the opportunities to really do that because of Swiderski's movement. He had great movement in there, but we don't have enough midfield support to press the players and draw players off of McKenzie, right? Yeah. So if you give him room to run, he'll gallop and take it on, right? But if you don't have those midfielders and striking partners to really peel off other defenders from you, to give you that space you need to make a pass or make a better cross, then you're not going to be able to perform as well.
Do we think Josviak is like who we thought? I feel like I mean, they kind of. I mean, obviously, him and Swiderski is both were on the Polish national team. They got that. They should have some chemistry, but like, I feel like he hasn't really flashed at all since coming over here.
Nope, I don't see that. So far, he has not been a good pickup. He hasn't been good enough for us. I'm glad that he's been. Again, it was one of those things where he didn't start when he did come, but then he did start. He didn't perform well. Then he got benched, and then he got played a couple more times starting. Then he's benched. So I'm happy with his bench role. I don't want him starting. He hasn't provided the quality that that we were hoping for. Again, just like any other player.
Right.
Again, don't know if it's not that he's not working with the system. I think it's one of those things where, and again, I don't want to be a cop out because it's an interesting thing. It's just MLS is different, right, to other international leagues and how they play, and that's where you can see the difference between like an MLS game, a Premier League game, the La Liga, the Spanish league. They just started off this week as well. Barcelona were able to sign some of their players now. They were able to. Interesting thing about Barcelona, they were able to register their players. They paid all the money for them. They're paying them contracts, daily wages or whatever, but they weren't able to register them to play for the La Liga. They weren't able to play for this league because they weren't registered with the club. So that's what they had to do. So that's why they had to sell off like $100 million worth of their rights to their TV production studio and whatnot to afford it. Because this is an example of they don't have a salary cap per se, but they have, financial fair play. You can't just spend $1 billion and then have nothing coming in the door, right? You can't just spend that because you're just going to ruin the league, not just for yourself, but for the league in general to say, we have this team that's spending all this money, whether they win or not. If you go bankrupt, you just screwed up our system, right? Our tiered system of who gets in, who gets out. And that's a problem we don't want to have. That's why, interestingly, Derby County it was previously in the championship last year, but got relegated to League One in the English league system. So the step below the Premier League, step below the championship, because they were so financially, essentially bankrupt, handled so poorly that they were served penalties for their season last year that reduced the number of points that they had. So they had X number of wins, losses, and draws, which equates to many points. But they were registered with 12 or 20 points that dropped their ranking because they weren't handled properly. So that was their punishment. You can play as much as you want, but you're going to get fined and your standings are going to drop like that. So they had to work 3 times as hard to win those games to stay up in the championship, which they weren't able to do.
Oh, so you can get relegated from the championship
down to the lower system. It's like the English leagues. I mean, recognized. I think there's like 8 or 9 levels of English leagues. So in theory, the lowest of teams has the chance in 8 seasons to move up and win and move up and move up to get to the Premier League. That's why people love the English Premier League so much, because a Brentford or a Sunderland, for Sunderland until we die, Nottingham Forest can be at the bottom for so long and then keep fighting, investing, get better, fighting, investing, and get to the top.
Wow, I did not even know that. Yep. I just thought it was just the 2 leagues, but I didn't know it was 8. Yep. God damn.
So that's what you just got to keep winning. So it's similarly to, again, if me, you, and Jonathan hate to pile on soccer club, we would hope that
I like that
USL
sound of that.
Or like a lower league, and then we keep fighting and investing and fighting, and we get MLS broadcasting rights that Apple TV's paying, $2.5 billion a year. We want that because we've worked hard, we've invested our own money and gotten it to that level. But in the English Premier League and the French League and everything like that, you can fight and invest to go up. But in the United States, it's 30 teams. If you ain't David Tepper rich, you don't get to play with us. So is that fair? Is it economical? It's sure any of those factors you could talk about, which is what, again, me and Hunter and all the soccer people from Cane Bay High School represent. That's all we talk about,
All right, here's like it's kind of a weird question, but okay, so with obviously with Ted Lasso that's kind of the reason why I kind of really got back into soccer, right? And then now there's a new show that's getting ready to premiere August 24th on FX. Ryan Reynolds and somebody else bought a Scottish soccer team.
Welsh.
Mm-hmm.
Welsh soccer team, Wrexham FC.
Wrexham.
FC.
Mhm.
Which is cool. And then, like, it's hopefully this show gets popular. Do you think that this could possibly be a whirlwind, like a swirl for like popularity in soccer, just because of like America's definitely huge in the movies and TV shows, and like if it's a show that like this was actually more of a documentary, so people can really get behind this and kind of be like, oh, I want to support this team, I want to be a fan of this team because they love Ryan Reynolds and everything like that. Then we can start to see like, oh, maybe FX wants to get into the game, which is Disney, so then that'd be like ESPN. So they already do some like soccer promotion, but like, hey, we want to push this even harder in the States. Like, do you think because of outside things could possibly push soccer as maybe a tier, like jump over baseball in the States?
So that's a fair
exciting.
question. Again, media has a big impact on that, right? That's why the broadcasting rights mean so much, because if you get it in someone's homes and in the bars at your, in Charlotte or wherever you're at across America, if you can get those games all day, every day, it's going to be a part of your culture, right? Just like the NFL games and NBA, MLB, NHL, et cetera, et cetera. So the TV shows and movies and documentaries like that, it does help. Does it spur the kind of growth that is warranted? Likely not, right? So that's just how the chips lie with it for soccer. Again, it's a if you're not into it, it's just like anything else. It's 90 minutes of boring passing the ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you gotta love the storylines too. You gotta love the players for it. You have to understand the formations and the ebb and flow of the game and enjoy that. That's what, again, the grassroots efforts to move it forward. But Hollywood has a big impact on anything, right? So I'm not going to say that it's not going to have any effect. You can likely see more soccer documentaries like Welcome to Wrexham, or TV-based shows, soccer-based TV shows like Ted Lasso's and whatnot. So I don't think that will slow down, but will it have the impact specifically on American adoption for it at that growth rate that financial models are built around every single day for these kind of investment firms and the TV broadcasting rights of, hey, should we put, an extra $100 million into the next Ted Lasso? Should we do that should we spend $10 million to buy our own little league or our own little soccer team from this investment firm, right? That's why LeBron James, part owner in Liverpool FC, right? So he's got a stake in that. And again, Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney owning Wrexham United. That's the type of thing that you're like, hey, that it spurs that because it's cool. It's a new kind of thing to do. What is it? Patrick Mahomes, he owns part owner of the Sporting Kansas City. There you go. And I think Russell Wilson, partial owner of Seattle Sounders, I think as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So there you go, because he played Seattle for a decade or so. So yeah, that's what happens, right? So it's going to continue to do it. I think we're on a good, steady path for adoption, both from people wanting to play it, people wanting to attend the games. Again, shout out to Charlotte for being. I think we're back to second again. I think Nashville's been teetering, and it's weird, but I think we're second or third in the standings in terms of attendance to our games, right? And then TV rights. I haven't looked at the broadcasting views, Nielsen TV ratings for what those games have been doing, but it'd be interesting to see what the TV eyeballs have been on these type of domestic games. But I can't wait for it to be a lot more streamlined with Apple TV being able to, as best as they can, to release those numbers of, hey, we're getting regular subscribers numbers to here, people watching this many hours every week. That's the kind of information we're going to want to dive into, and that future financial models will be built on of saying, hey, I think we can invest more money into soccer in some form, Hollywood-wise, on the pitch-wise, doing advertising with them that are going to spur that on. So we're in a good direction. I don't think it'll have that pouring gasoline on a fire kind of explosion that you'd want, but we're steady going with it, and I'm here for the ride. So I have another 50, 60 years on this earth to keep watching it and hope that it keeps growing to something that I couldn't imagine. So
yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, like, getting into the season has been amazing. Like, I think it's just fun. Like, I think something that we're trying to do here, we're trying to build is just, build a brotherhood, even if like you don't have to be the same team. Like, we obviously don't have the same team affiliation, but just talking about soccer, talking about football, talking about basketball, just talking about the sports in general, hanging out, talking shit, shooting the shit, having a good time on the weekend, building that like up, and then I feel like helping others. Hopefully, we can try to create an impact on the soccer community and try to possibly push maybe some people who weren't really soccer fans, like, oh man, you guys make it so much fun because you guys shit talk, like, what I mean, like that's what I would hope to do. That's the goal of what we're doing. Just really trying to maybe entertain one person and maybe like, oh, maybe I'll watch soccer because they're watching it. And that's kind of like something that I would love for us to be our impact. I feel like so far 2 weeks in, we're having a great time. I'm having a blast. I mean, I legit was looking forward to Premier Leagues all week because I was just excited to keep watching Tottenham play. So I still got that like schoolgirl, like early on, like jitters. I mean, who knows? This season could turn sideways. It might be miserable. Kind of similar to what my Commanders are like. Hey, I get excited week 1, and then I see them play. This is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So
you hit it spot on right there. Again, you have all that excitement for a new season. Again, for what Hate to Pile On is doing is great because the time you're streaming Saturday morning. When else would you have done that? You could technically do that for college football, but again, that's more like
but not this early.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock to get in there. I know you're streaming at it's got to be it's like 2:49 over there. So technically, you are in that college football streaming time right there. But that's where it differs for some people. It's like you're capturing that little small market there. You can see that in the Premier League again. There's a Monday game at like 3. They also have some Tuesday, Wednesday games. Generally, don't play on Thursdays. Sometimes it'll be a Friday afternoon game for us. In terms of United States viewers for it. Yeah. So there's different times of it that'll be played, which are different from when your college footballs, your NBA games, your MLB games will be traditionally played. So you being able to stream during those times and capture those fans that you can do continually is what it's all about, right? This is about being persistent. Like the number of podcasts that I listen to that have been around for a decade plus, it's just because they kept going. It's 52 shows a year, every week. Keep pumping it out. And whether they, hit a slump with creativity or they hit a peak with people like y'all have been doing the weirdest stuff that I can ever imagine, but I'm here for all of it. Yeah, just keeping that diversity up is going to get you as closer and closer to your goal of domination for sports podcasting, which is what everybody wants.
Yeah, I think my next goal is just kind of reaching out to people, small creators, and trying to just grow with them and kind of reach out and kind of bring more people on. And just like, hey, come hang out with us 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Hopefully they'll stay for a long. Hey, I don't want to come back. Hey, come. Like every time, like we've invited people to come hang with us, fellowship with us and have a good time. People just enjoyed it, and I feel like we have that contagious energy that people enjoy and like. But they just don't know about it. They don't know what we're doing. So it's just letting the masses know, keep growing. I'm excited for it because I think this is kind of like my baby. This is like a project, something that I would love to do this full time. Be able to like get called up by different, leagues or something like, hey, can you cover this? Can you do this? Marketers. I don't know how to do that yet, but like, we keep growing. I just want to build a fan base and we'll let that come when it comes. And that's the goal.
And it's a learning experience. So you'll keep learning and you'll keep finding how to make networking is important and making those relationships. And again, getting out there, you're doing all the social media prepping that you could do. And again, sometimes, like you're saying, like would Ted Lasso spur the next, big soccer generation there? All you got to do is get like one of the Charlotte FC players to come on here, one of the Chelsea FC players, get Braun to be up on this podcast for some reason. Yeah. So that's all you need. You get one of those, and that's what, can get you into the next stratosphere that you want to be in. So it's again, you can try to hit a home run, but you just need to hit singles, hit a couple singles. Get that batting average up, get regular attendance from personnel, regular interactions on the chats and the social media interactions. That's the best way to keep grinding out on it. And then again, you can make this your full-time job.
For sure. Man, thank you, Eric, man. I appreciate you hopping on.
Yes, sir.
Not the result you were looking for today, but tomorrow it's going to be so good.
Tomorrow's going to be good. What time's the game? Let me see.
12:30, I believe.
12:30.
12:30, so 9:30 your time.
9:30 here on the West Coast. I should be up. So I'll
you're around,
in, and if you get Anthony on again, I'll be jumping the chat. Anthony, me and Anthony have had always good banter on Premier League for him being Chelsea, me being Manchester United. Again, he's had the better luck since we graduated high school in 2013. He's had the success. Manchester United have just been so.
And I reached out to George this past week too.
George,
he's a City guy.
Yep.
So
He's been City since we've known him, so he's through and through. So ain't
hopefully
nothing.
get him on the show one day, or at least in the chat, hanging out. So yeah, we're gonna build this thing right. We're gonna build this thing right. I'm excited.
Yep. So I'm always here for soccer intel or whatever. So I'm always a phone call away.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, and thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna wrap this thing up. I need to go take a nap because I got up early today. But thank you for watching today. Tomorrow we're back at it for Tottenham, Chelsea, the rivalry. I'm so excited. My first rivalry experience. But yeah, that's it, man. Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and peace out. If I can find it.
What did he say?